Okay, so today is kind of fun. We're gonna have the combination of the circle bands and the ball. The bands can, for most of the exercises, they can be optional, but they're definitely there for, making this more advanced because this is more of an advanced workout today. But if you're feeling any pain, I really recommend just dropping the bands. So I do have two bands here. One is lighter for upper body exercises, so I'll let you know when, it's gonna be upper body. And then we'll be transitioning to lower body, so maybe you do have a stronger band. So just kind of playing with that, seeing how that works out for you. So the very first exercise, we're gonna have the band around the wrists like this. And if at any time you wanna make it easier, they drop closer to your elbows. And then we're gonna grab this ball and we're gonna take the ball to the wall like this. So I'm gonna get really wide, really opening out my wrists so I create some work for the outer parts of my shoulders, and then push into the ball, and we're gonna roll that ball up and down, tighten up those abs, pelvic tuck, squeeze the glutes, and keep the neck long. So we're creating some work again for those outer shoulders, keeping those wrists open against the band, and pressing into the ball. Looks good. Five, four, three, two, one, and rest. We're gonna leave that ball right by the wall because we're gonna come back to it later. But we're gonna stay with this upper body band, and I'm gonna put the band right across my palm like this, and then hold onto it with the other hand like this. Okay. So hopefully that should not pull on the hand or the thumb or anything like that. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of just like let this arm open out to the side a little bit. It's kind of like a jar from us, and we're gonna pump. And we're gonna feel that shoulder muscle really light up. The other arm is stabilizing, so it's still working. Keep that shoulder out of your ear, and then we're really working into this shoulder muscle. I've got my right arm working, left arm stabilizing. You got it? Good. Should feel that isolate almost right away, a little bump, like a little burn there, a little pump at the same time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we'll just switch over. Try to get that comfortable across the palm. And begin when you're ready. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. Now we're going to move into lower half. So I'm going to grab my heavier band and I'm going to put it right above my knees so it's across my quads. Cool. We're going to go back to our ball on the wall. Low back is what holds that ball. Step out wide and see the tops of your feet. And what we're going to do now is we're going to really engage here from our hips. Open those knees out wide. Feet are still planted. They're not going to roll out, okay? And we're going to go into some squats. Here we go. So what we're doing here too is we're pushing back into the ball. So we're really engaging those legs in that way, getting into a nice deep squat, smashing back into the ball, so creating some extra work. And then those knees are working against the band. We want very open, stable knees, so they're not quivering, they're not wavering. Working from those outer cheeks, outer hips to keep those knees open. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, next we'll keep the band on and we're going to set up and bridge. So head is on the ball, you roll it out, wide stance, knees stay open and wide. And when you're ready, dip down, pelvic tuck, squeeze to the top. Keep those knees open. Watching those knees, making sure they're doing what you want them to do. Stable and open. Good squeeze of the cheeks at the top. You should be feeling those glutes. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to have a seat on the floor. We're just going to roll that band down towards the ankles for now. And then we're going to go into crunches. Okay, so crunches, and feel free to just kick off that band if you need to. But crunches, we're going to keep the tailbone connected to the ball. You can do crunches on the floor too if you need to. But we're going to lengthen, crunch. Lengthen, stay tight through those abs, and crunch. Looking good. Weight of your head in your hands so you're not using your neck too much. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. One more for this sequence. The band is optional. It'll definitely work into those glutes and hips more, but feel free to kick it off anytime. So what we'll do here is we're going to come over the top of our ball. So I put my elbows down just because that's how I fit best over my ball, but you might be on your hands. Wide legs. So work into these muscles once again. Widen the legs, and we're going to lift and lower. Oops. Lift and lower. Try to keep those legs open. So a pelvic tuck, squeeze of the glutes at the top, and keep the legs open against the resistance of the band. Looking good. Creating that work, creating that opening. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. All right, we can take that band off the wrists, or I'm sorry, off the ankles and go back to the wrists. Okay, so we're back to upper body. So it'll look like this, and then we just really try to open from the wrists, not from the elbows, from the wrists. And then we pick up our ball, set up, press into the ball, stand tall with a pelvic tuck, like a standing plank, and we're gonna roll that ball. Here we go. The more you open the wrists and the more you press into the ball, the more work you're gonna get. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And just put that ball down. Transition into the shoulder pumps. The band goes across the palm of one hand. Other arm just kind of locks in, open out, pump. Three, two, one, switch. Begin when you're ready. And 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's move to our heavier band if you choose to. This will go around the thighs and we go back to our ball for our wall squats. In the second round, I'm going to incorporate a hold this time. All right, so this will be a squat and hold, kind of like a wall squat, but we've got this ball that we're smashing against. All right, make sure you're set up, knees open, lower down, and hold it. So you're as parallel to the floor as you can be. You're working these muscles to open the knees, working against this band. Your full foot is grounded down, and you're pushing back into this ball, smashing it, and so are your abs. So kind of think of your abs and your mid-back smashing this ball, creating a lot of work for this lower half. Check on those knees. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come on up. Good job. Moving into our bridge. Bridge will be the same thing. We're going to hold our bridge at the top. So we have our band in place around the thighs. Set up where your head is supported on the ball. And when you're ready, up, pelvic tuck, like you're tucking your glutes under. Squeeze them, open those knees, and we're staying lifted. And just keep on squeezing those cheeks together and tucking under. Squeeze together, tuck under, open those knees. Those knees stay open. We're not going to butterfly or waver or anything like that. Open those knees another inch. Almost there, keep squeezing. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, if it's more comfortable, just take that band to the ankles and we'll move into our crunches. Crunches can be on the ball or the floor, whatever works best for you. Making sure the work is in the abs, not the low back or the neck. Begin when you're ready. Three, 2, 1. And last one of the sequence is our hip extension over the top of the ball. So we still have our band. It's around the ankles here. Good. Now you want those hips over the center of the ball, or maybe even just slightly forward, kind of getting off your tummy. Open those legs against the band. Here we go. Lift, and we're holding. We're going to hold this one again. So in our theme of our second round, we're in a hold, pelvic tuck, into the ball, hold those legs up and open. Up and open. We are locked in using those glutes. You've got it. Stay open with that band. I'm watching those feet, seeing how they're doing. Open another inch. You can do it. Keep that pelvic tuck. Keep those glutes squeezing together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Good job. That's the end of round 2. Let's take our water break. Yep, you got it. So when you're ready, we're going to come back with our arm work. Something that you might not be able to see very well, when I'm at the wall, but I've got my forearms into the ball, my wrists are not on the ball, right? So that they're not being held by the ball. I'm consciously lifting my wrists off the ball and opening them, but I still do have like the bottom half of my arm pressing into the ball. Okay, so just kind of wanting to get a little bit more detailed on that one. All right. We got our band on our wrists. If you're using the band, set up on the ball, open wrists, standing plank, strong core. Here we go. We're going to roll the ball. Roll and press into the ball and open the wrists. We got so many muscles working together here. You get to choose how hard you want to work. Tall posture, keep the core, almost there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And putting that ball down into our shoulder pump. Good, begin when you're ready. Shoulders stay down out of your ears. Three, 2, 1, switch. And begin when you're ready. And 3, 2, 1, and we're back to our legs. Starting with the squats. We're adding our repetitions back in for this third round. Start with the band around your quads. So there's no chance of that rolling over your knees, okay? We don't want the band on the knees. That's not safe for the knees. All right, position that ball so it actually stays behind your back, okay? We don't want to get too low or too high. Feet planted, you can see them. Open those knees and low, squeeze up. Low, squeeze up the whole time, pressing and smashing into the ball. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to bridge. Bridge can also be done from the floor just in case you want to get rid of the ball for this one. Okay, up and down. Begin when you're ready. Your head is supported by the ball if you're using it, so we're not feeling neck or shoulders tighten up. Keep those knees open, feet open. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we got crunches. Crunches on the ball or crunches on the floor. It's up to you. Make sure the work is in the abs. Abs stay on the whole time. Here we go. Get your breathing rhythm. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And our hip extensions. And we are moving up and down this time. So abs do stay strong. We want to make sure we're not hyperextending the back. So we're not going to let the abs drop. We're going to stay strong through the core, pelvic tuck. Open those legs. Here we go. Keep those legs open against the band. And a good squeeze and pelvic tuck at the top. Looking good. Keep those legs open. Don't let that band win. Last couple seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice job. All right, we are done with the ball, but we will come back using those bands in our next set. Just take a breather, grab water if you need it. Our first exercise will be upper body. So again, you have that option of really just picking whatever resistance is best for you. For this one, it's a row. And I like to be able to hook my band around the opposite foot. So I've got my right leg out, but my left hand has the band. And I'm putting my sit bones into the floor. So I'm upright in my posture, my core's on, and I'm gonna row. And my elbow is really tight to my side, but I'm pulling past my body, resisting forward. Okay, so after a few reps, you'll know if the band is appropriate for you. Good, we're on. And 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. Same thing to the other side. Sit bones on the ground. Create that posture with the core work. Here we go. I'm just keeping a rhythm with your breathing. I'll exhale on my row. So that exertion has that exhale. And 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, now it's lower half. So we could switch to a little bit of a stronger band. That's your call. And now we're going to have the band around the shins. So just that reminder, we don't want this band to roll on top of the knees. So just kind of finding that way that's going to stay put. If that even means just bringing it to the thigh, it's better than being on the knee. All right, hydrants. And also just a reminder, band is optional. So if these just feel too intense, you can take that band away. All right, equal weight between your hands. Turn your abs on. And we open the knee to the side. So again, we're working through that outer cheek, outer hip to open out the knee. So I just think of opening the knee, and the knee has the resistance working through the band. Three, two, one. Good job. And we switch. Ready? Begin. And 3, 2, 1. Well done. All right, we have a little bit more for these hips. So what we'll do is come up, and the band can stay on the shins. To make it harder, it can go to the ankles, or if you want to make it a lot easier, take it to the quads. So what we'll do here, we're going to do some like monster steps. So we just have soft bends in the knees, hips are soft, big, wide steps. So you're going to take a few forwards and a few backwards. Okay, so you can just kind of use the space that you have. Don't feel like you have to stay on camera the whole time. If you want to just take off and walk around. We're just trying to keep those legs open against the band. All right, now we're going to start sideways steps. Toes face forward. Knees stay open. Three, two, one. Done. Woo, nice job. All right, let's go back to arms in our single arm row. Give those legs a little bit of a rest. Back to upper body. So looped over the opposite foot. Abs on a support posture. Begin when you're ready. Three, two, one, and switch. Begin once you're ready. Make sure you're pulling with those muscles along the shoulder blade, back side of the shoulder. So it's not just that arm. Get as many muscles involved as you can. Three, two, one. Okay, we're back to hydrant. Hydrant, if you're going to use the band, you keep the band around the shins. I should give you just a little option too, just in case this is starting to just become a little too much, but you want to keep the band. This is a nice modification going into the clam opener. Okay, you'll still feel the muscle groups that we're targeting. Okay, ready? Abs on, begin. And three, two, one, and switch sides. Keep those abs working. Here we go. Equal weight between your hands. This helps to keep your neck turned off. Keep breathing, looking at the floor. Three, two, one. Nice. Let's hop up to standing. You can take that band towards the ankles to advance a little bit. We're going to do our monster walks first. That can be forwards and backwards. Stay wide. Begin when you're ready. When you're walking backwards, you're using these cheeks to extend back and open. All right, sideways. Stay soft in the knees, keep them open. Good. I like the pace. 3, 2, 1. All right, take a breather. We will definitely be stretching shoulders and hips and glutes, but we'll get through our final round. Good. All right, yeah, if you are ready, you can set up for our single arm row. Shoulders down, abs on, begin. Three, two, one, switch. Begin when you're ready. Three, two, one, and done with that one. And we're back to hydrants or clam openers if you need them. Just listen to your body. We don't want to start recruiting the wrong muscles because we are overly fatigued, so just keeping that in mind. And 2, 1, begin. And 3, 2, 1, switch over. Last time, last leg. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Our very, very last exercise is here in standing. All right, in our monster walk, we've got soft knees, soft hips. The work is coming from here. Okay, keeping those steps nice and wide. And into our side shuffle. Keeping these knees open. Try not to go here. Open. Strong hips after today. Three, two, one. Done. Nice job. Let's stretch it out. So I think the figure four is a wonderful stretch for these glutes and the hips. So coming down to your back, take one ankle over the other knee, and then you can swoop up that leg. Really try to relax your neck and shoulders here too. Switch sides. Nice job. We'll come up. I'm going to go into the pretzel stretch. So we can just keep one leg straight and the other one crosses over. We do want both sit bones connected to the floor. Opposite hand hooks the leg and we twist. And switch when you're ready. Good. And now for shoulders. I like the weave under where you're in a child's pose but the hips stay higher. And so you can just rest your shoulder and your head down. Hips are extended outwards and just reach both arms away from each other. When you're ready, we can slowly switch out. And release. And of course, continue to do any other stretches that you feel that you need. Great job, and some very targeted strength training today with the bands and the ball. Yeah, those muscles might be talking to you a little later.